Hey guys, welcome back to the video, where today I'm going to show you this super simple and compact villager trading hall for Minecraft 1.19 and above. But before I go into the actual video, I kind of want to explain a couple things about why I made this, because as you may already know, there's already a villager trading hall on my channel that I'm pretty sure still works. I'm actually not completely sure. So why would I make another one? Well, first of all, the other one, it's old, and it also kind of sucks. But the main reason was actually recently, well, like months ago, I was in the Best Players Civilization event that Sipover hosted, which was very fun. I didn't really say much about it on this channel, but now I am. So basically during that event, I actually didn't have that much time to be able to play on the server, but the one thing I was actually able to accomplish to help my team was to build a villager trading hall. And I ended up using a very slightly modified version of the old villager trading hall, and I kind of realized like how much it sucked when I was building it. I was just like a couple things that I just don't understand why I did, that I can make a lot more compact, and that's basically what this is. I'm not going to be fully explaining this, but basically if I spawn a villager here, you can see that they go into the cell. I can spawn another one, they go into the next cell, and yeah, you can also just kill them by doing that. So after that event, I realized, why don't I make a different type of villager trading hall as well? Because obviously the old one is bad. I wanted to try using something that would just utilize the villagers' AI to make them stand still, so that we could have them all standing right next to each other, and that's what this is. So basically how this thing works is it uses the villagers' AI to make them stand still, and basically what that means is when they're on one of these berry blocks in one of their cells, they won't be able to pathfind to any of the other slots around them, and therefore they can't go anywhere. I got so distracted by that. But anyways, the way that we make the villagers stay still in their cells is by having these blocks around them where they think that they're all dangerous, because they are. If they try to walk through the berry bush, they're going to get pricked, and if they try to walk on these magma blocks, they're going to start taking damage from the magma. So that way they won't try to move anywhere, because apparently villagers are supposed to be smart enough to keep themselves alive, even though we all know they aren't. So that's how we get them to stay in their cells, but I also want to explain the other part of this trading hall, which is how we actually get them to sort into their cells. And the way we do that is with this little setup right here. I just have a small slice of the villager trading hall over here. So basically, when the villager comes into the cell, they'll just be like walking on a row of platforms like this, and then they'll fall down and go in here. And as you can see, this activated the tripwire right here, which activated the server, and that pulled this back down. And then that means that these will swap. So this will become unpowered, which means it will go like this. So the next villager can walk across, and then the other one will get pushed out of the way, so that the villager can walk straight through. And basically that means that we have a one-wide tallable way to store all of our villagers in the trading hall. And then the way that we actually get our villagers to move into their cells is we use the bed and the bell trick, which I actually mentioned in my most recent video, the one about transporting villagers. So if you want, you can go check that out. I'll put a link in the description. But basically how this mechanic works is they'll activate, these pressure plates will activate the bells, and then they'll try to go to the next bed because they realize they can't pathfind to this one. So they try their best to get to the other bed, which is all the way over here, just within their range, and then they'll land on this other bell, and they'll also be trapped by this block right here because they can't go back. And then they'll realize, oh, I can't get to this bed either. They'll keep going to the next one, and the next one, and so on. So now I'm just going to show that working. I'm just going to spawn a villager over here, like this. He'll land on the bell, and realize he can go to the next bed. And then eventually he'll make it over here. He'll land here, and then eventually realize and go into a cell. And as you can see, our little thing to make the next villager go through the next cell work perfectly. So if I just spawn a villager right here, he'll just go straight in and land in the next cell. So once the villagers are in the cell, you can very easily trade with them and change their professions and stuff just by going up to them and placing the workstation in front of the villager you want. And because the villagers are limited to their one block, they actually won't be able to intercept the workstations, which is very nice. So you can just place it right in front of the villager you want, and there's no chance of the other villagers around it getting that one instead of the villager right here. So then you can just do what you normally would in a trading hall and just kind of recycle until you get the trade you want. So let's say I wanted Blast Protection 2 because I'm a psychopath, then I can just buy this book right here, and then he won't lose his trade when I break that, but you also want to keep that there so he actually keeps restocking. But let's say eventually I come to my senses and realize, why would I want a Blast Protection 2 villager? And then I can just break this workstation, break this magma block temporarily right here, and then I can ring the bell, and he'll kill himself. And then once you killed him off, you can just place that block back there, and it's like nothing ever happened. And also this will reset right here too, because the tripwire will get updated again. The way that works is we have the beds that are lower on the ground right here, and the villagers will try to pathfind to that, and they'll realize that they can get closer by going down, and somehow they're stupid enough to just fall straight onto the magma and die. And besides that, that's basically all the main mechanics of this farm, which is very nice. One other thing is that you can use this part right here to make it tallable, and you would just have to take up these 4 blocks right here where there isn't actually a trading hall, but you have this whole row of space to do something else, so you should be fine. Also, this trading hall doesn't actually have a way to turn your villagers into zombie villagers and do those trades and stuff, and that's just simply because I never really find it that useful. Normally, if I want a book, I'm just going to be only buying it a couple times, and emeralds are honestly not that hard to get, so yeah, that's basically why. If you want, you can tell me in the comments or something, and I guess I can just do that later if you want. But also, one cool thing about being able to use the bell in the bed trick is you can have a very, very long line like I have here, and you can put the villager over here and you'll walk all the way over there. And you can also do weird things like this, where you just have basically an obstacle course for them to run through. So like if I spawn this villager right here, he'll find his way over to this bed, and he'll move all the way across this little obstacle course I made. So you don't actually have to move in a straight line, is basically what this means. And then he's about to make it to our little intersection. He actually skipped the pressure plate, but if he doesn't have enough time to get to the bed, then he'll double back and stand on the pressure plate again anyways. And that wasn't a problem. He just made it straight into the chamber right here, all the way from our little obstacle course over here. And then I'm also going to show you spawning one from all the way over here. So if I put the villager here, he'll start going straight away. Alright, and there we go. The villager went all the way over to his cell from all the way over there. But that's basically it for this video. I'm not going to make a tutorial for this because it's very easy to make. You can just use this slice right here to make it very easily. And then also if you have any other problems with making this, you can just look at the world download, which will be in the description. So if you liked the video, then please leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. That's it for now. Bye-bye.